Alright.
Press the start button on the scoreboard to play.
So, this quest isn't actually that difficult. A lot of people overrate it, especially with this new bug where you can bring two
Game
in.
on!
So you just want to spam click on these whips, so that you can bring both of the whips in. The silver doesn't matter, it is just combat rank. So as long as you kill all of the enemies, you can get the S. I'm going to be showing the whole run, if you were wanting to do it with another and not solo it, it's safer to get all the kills, because then you have a higher amount of damage, then you can still get kills. But if you don't kill all of the enemies, I would probably recommend practicing a bit of the fishing technique. Essentially, it's the only weapon that I'm going to be using this run. So what I do with the whip is, so when I'm using it,
remain seated, please. Avoid flash photography and refrain from any behavior that can damage your surroundings. And please enjoy the ride.
This is when you get that nice spread play. Keep on trying to do it with both at the same time instead of just one. As soon as you want to stand click in the middle. Two of these spawn, and then when you kill these two, it's going to spawn two there, and then a little bit after, it'll spawn the rest of the enemies. So I'd recommend waiting for them to come back a bit, and going out a bit, getting rid of because otherwise they can be a bit annoying. And just finishing off the rest of the enemies. That level a bit easier. I would also recommend staying on the chest side instead of the whip side. Then you get the ones that are shooting, then you have a bit of cover behind the carriage instead of having windows next to you. Those enemies. Then it will storm the enemy carriage. Then as soon as you go through here, you want to jump straight up. Sometimes it's right side. I would also recommend going on this. Mainly for Dracula, the rest of it doesn't matter too much. But it just makes it a bit easier to manage the quest. And I go up here, knock this down, then jump the door, and then yeah, just get all of them. Makes that bit a bit easier. Okay. They come to this side. The second load of enemies. If you want it a bit easier, then you can go over here to kill the second one, because then he doesn't have like a long reach over you. Just put your whips down there to do that second part. Also, if you didn't know, you can also press the trigger whilst your whip is in the air to activate the whip effect. Like that, instead of having to pull back. So I mean, some people might prefer to use that. I know one of my friends does. Come down here. Then I come down here. I would focus on getting the bats first, and then when this coffin opens, that means I've completed it. Unless you have the music on, which I don't. If you have music on, it will listen whenever you've completed it. Let's go to this right side. Always get these guys first, because they can get annoying. Then I just stay here for the remainder of this time. And as soon as you hear them, after that little wave, then just kill that. And as soon as that gate opens, completed it, then you can just jump up here. Then, what you can do for this part is, I like to just climb up here, get to the middle part of this, and then go backwards. And then you can kind of just wait for them to come through. But as soon as you kill this first wave, I'm gonna kill this guy actually. Yeah, just get through here. Make sure you're around this area, not here, because enemies do spawn there. And then you can kill these guys through the wall by hitting a bit of an accurate dodge. You can't always get all of the guys up there, but you can get most of them. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all of them. Always check before you go forward. Then it's this thingy. This book. And when you go through here, I like to stand right here. Just get close off from him whilst the other and then also get barrel. Obviously, if you want to and then do it, then it's your choice. I just kill them at the same time because it's a bit quicker. Okay, and then after that wave is done, when you go past this like pillar thingy up the stairs, it will spawn a second wave of enemies. So I'm gonna go back over to there. Okay. So just loop over. Don't worry about the silver from the boss yet, and just focus on getting. Oh, it doesn't. I think the silver. Oh no, it's right there. There we go. Okay. And there's 3 enemies that spawn here. So you just kill those. And you get these guys first. No enemies spawn until you go onto that bridge over there. So we're mostly gonna play on this island, but we gotta be careful because 2 of the skeletons spawn back here. So as soon as you hear them spawn, focus on them unless there's a lot of enemies and you haven't caught up. Okay. Yeah, just focus on this island first. And basically as soon as you get them. That area is probably the most difficult. If you wanted to play it a little bit slower, you can go here and just kill these enemies as they spawn, and then you can get a whip over here to kill these enemies. But it's just a bit annoying because you can't see the enemies over there, so it does get a bit weird. And for this part, send the whip in between them. Then you go up here, and kill those ones, and you want these enemies spawn. Then you want to just stay over this area. And move a bit down. So I can get these on those guys. Okay. Then you want to run straight up to the top, because they won't spawn unless you're up here. As soon as these first guys spawn, come all the way down. And just put all of your focus onto these enemies here, especially if you're doing it solo. If you're doing it as a duo, you can have one of your guys go up there. As soon as a bat spawns, 3 bats spawn in that part, so get them out. And then this bit's just waiting, really. Just skip past it, so you just gotta keep on going until all of these enemies are dead, which can be a bit annoying. But you go. Again, if you have music on, it'll tell you when you're finished with that wave, but yeah, I don't, because I don't listen to music. Alright. That wave. So what I like to do is jump straight down here to this wave. Always get those enemies out first, and then focus on the other long-range enemies. Basically focus on the long-range enemies first, and if you've done, then enemies will spawn back here. And just have a little check. Yep, that's all of those. Then when you go, focus on these enemies first, then go up to the oh, one of them was glitched. One less of the walking guys. So yeah, I'd just get rid of the enemies down here first. But then yeah, whoa. Did not think he survived that. Okay. And then yeah, you just wanna stay on this area. And then as soon as the other ones start spawning, then you want to try and get rid of the majority of them. I'd go over to this area first, because you want to make sure that these guys are dead first, because you're going to want to be going on the other side. So leave one of them alive, then come back here. That's not the last one. And this guy's quite easy. Just move to his side whenever he attacks. Then we'll get back up here. Controller keeps on disappearing, man. They spawn in a bit slower this time, so. So yeah, you just gotta be careful. Yeah, and then the foot ones will spawn, and these bats. So yeah, just take them out as normal. Then when the light goes on, it's good to go. I wonder if I can get this. Actually, here. There we go. So you can't, I wouldn't recommend dropping the whips, but you can put one of your whips in your pocket still. Okay. And we've got the dog level. I'm just gonna check my controller batteries. Yeah, they're fine. Okay. So yeah, I just put your whip in your pocket. This area could be a bit scary on solo, because obviously if you get killed on here, then you do die. So just play it slowly if you want. You can just turn under here if you're on smooth mode, which I do recommend. And then for this part, if you're a bit less confident, then go over there. But if you're a bit more confident, you can just go to this like corner bit here and wait for those to go and go. this part, it's going to be bats, then skeletons over here. So you want to walk on top of this, then just come back. Skeletons and bats. Then skeletons. Not as good with my left, but then yeah, all you want to do is just come through here. They do die to sometimes there's one left over. Yeah, just go through here and left. And when you get up here, I would just drop the torch down there, get your second whip, and then oh yeah, also, if you bring 2 whips, if you have one in your pocket and you go through the door, then it will stay in your pocket. You can't get it back. Yeah, you'll be with 1 whip for the rest of the run. So just be careful. Okay, for this one, I'm actually going to put 1 whip away. I'm going to find a projectile. This will work, yeah. Crossbow. Because the crossbow, you'll have a better time hitting the Dracula bat when it goes down. So we're gonna... Okay, I thought my game was for a second. Make sure you have 1 whip in your pocket.
Welcome!
The reason that
It looks like we're the last ones here.
is you can
I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it
and
with
then
all
you
those
slide behind
detours.
if the Dracula
Enough!
on top of you,
How about you?
which he often does. Thing, then go up, kill this enemy first, enemies. Pretty simple. And what you want to do is you want to try and trigger as little of them as you can each time, so you can see which one does the spin. So we know it's going to be this one over here. If you look at him, he does a little spin. Okay, and what you want to do is go around the back. And then you want to try and get the... I would recommend getting out the other enemies before you go for the bats, because it will just make it a bit easier. The other bats don't give you any combat rank, so I wouldn't worry about killing any of them. I would just focus on the Dracula bat, which is one of these 3 of them. Since it's pretty close, get a couple hits off of the whip. I was still holding the light, but I just walked backwards and hold my hand down, and then when I waited a second, I was just gonna go like this, if it didn't go quickly, because then I dodged the projectiles that are coming towards me. Okay, and then yeah, that's all there is to it to get S+. There you go.
Ready to start.
I hope you enjoyed this like little tutorial. It's a pretty simple game to play once you've got the hang of it. It is just a bit scary for people because of how many waves and bosses there are, but as soon as you know how to actually defeat them, it becomes quite a bit easier, let's be honest. But yeah, there we go. That's us plus. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's any other games that you want to do. I think I've done Crimson, Isle, and Crescendo. So if you want any others, just let me know. Okay, see ya, bye.